Hi guys, and welcome to this week's AlakazamMagicUK Live.
Yes.
Just want to say sincere condolences to all Eddie Dawes' family. He was the president of the whole Magicians Circle for over 50 years. He was a clever guy, very clever guy. But welcome one and all to the AlakazamMagicUK live stream. There's a lot of new people watching actually.
There is, yeah. Hello everybody. Go on.
Where we got?
Where we got? Who we got? Who we got?
There we go.
Anthony. Hello, yeah. Anthony.
Anthony Newcomb is watching for the first time, watching a live stream. We've got a couple of new people from Canada as well, so welcome everyone.
Oh, lovely.
So I'm just looking for our co-host. He's sort of gone, but he's coming back. I don't know what he's doing, getting himself a cup of tea or something.
Also, I was here in adequate time, but it is freezing, so I've got my coat on.
Yeah,
okay.
It is really cold.
It's very nippy. Katrina, our cousin, just put a picture or video. It's actually snowing where she is.
Oh, really?
Yep. Which will be where Mum and Holly are today.
Yeah, Sally down the road.
Oh, guys, as well, this is a live, right? You can ask us any questions you want. So there was a question just popped through, we'll answer it. But then if you've got any other questions about anything whatsoever, just ask away.
So this question just in from John. John, you don't have to be a member of a magic club to join the Magic Circle. If you're talking about the Magic Circle in London, they've got a really good solution for overseas members now. Since lockdown, they started live streaming all the lectures and things like that. So it's a better time now than it's ever been to become an overseas member of the Magic Circle. You don't need to belong to a magic club. You will have to do an audition, but you can join as long as you can answer some questions and you show that you've got some sort of magical knowledge and magical skill. You can join as an apprentice, and that means you've got a year to take your exam. So it's really worth doing. If you're thinking about it, give it a shot.
Give it a go. They had a wicked, I just see it on there. I wish I'd have gone. I didn't even really, I had football on a Monday to be fair anyway, but Faye Presto was down there doing like a masterclass on bottle through table, I believe. Yeah. And everyone was there with their wine bottles and their napkins. It looked wicked. That's what it should be like, really, isn't it? That is what it should be like.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked phenomenal.
Well, they have their weekly teachings, don't they? I'm just gonna.
I mean, that looked ramo, packed to the rafters. Someone said, "Where do we get the key ring from?" I'm not sure what key ring. Maybe you mean the one that he done on the video. Obviously talking about hide a key. Now, hide a key, you get supplied everything you need apart from the key ring, because the key ring can be anything. You know, I've just put mine on something I already had on my keys, and it works obviously fantastically. So
he just had one of those. I think they're called push clip. Or
he goes through all of that on the video anyway, saying what ones work best and where you can get them from and stuff like that. And yeah, if you do want one of them ones, I mean, Amazon will do it for like a couple of quid, probably like 4 quid, 5 quid or something like that. But equally, yeah, a normal ring pull, or not ring pull, but a normal ring keychain, just like that one, will be fine. So I've got this. Jeff Partner actually made me this little leather tag. One of our good friends
and
here
customers,
yeah, awesome. But yeah, as I said, it's so good, hide a key, and I know a few of you have already put it in there. Andy Chase has already said about it, and yeah, it's such a good trick.
It really is a good trick. Let's introduce our co-host, Mr. Wayne Goodman.
Oh,
how are you?
Yeah, I wasn't going to make a cup of tea. My computer just shut down, so I had to dash and get my other computer. Oh, and now that's happening. Oh,
that's happening.
He knows I'm on here. There's my mate Magic Ollie, and he knows I'm on here. So I don't know why he's ringing me.
What a nightmare. There's actually a corner of Wayne on the screen as well. Can you see? Look at Wayne on the corner of his picture. What's that about then?
Oh.
And look at that.
This is epic. This was my birthday card from the one and only Steve-O.
Oh,
that is cool.
There we go. When I do Zoom shows, I sometimes start off with it like that, so it looks like I'm right up close.
That's funny. That's funny.
Right, so we've got Sean Mann who says, love Apparition. Fantastic coins and purse.
Apparition's so good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really, really good. In fact, we had a customer come in the shop on Friday because obviously Apparition isn't officially launched yet. It's coming out in a few weeks.
Correct.
But he came into the shop Friday. You can pick it up in the shop. He bought one. As soon as he left the shop, he was on the train on the way back. He messaged me on Facebook saying, could I buy another one because I want a spare.
Yeah, and yeah, it honestly, it is brilliant. You know, playing, I mean, we must have performed it. That's the good thing about Blackpool. You literally perform an effect hundreds of times. And we must have performed this effect nearly, I don't know, what, 500 times?
At Blackpool
Yeah.
on the weekend, yeah.
Honestly, it's insane. And again, that was like a slightly longer routine with loads of moments of magic. But even sometimes, you know, we would just do the simple phase, and even that was fantastic. You know, it was, yeah, it was amazing. And I also found that, just quickly, with the Mirage coin set, you know, the demo I normally do of it is the Matrix. But I was often doing the Matrix and following up with just a coins across, because you get taught all of that on the video anyway. So until you really see what's involved, you sometimes just think, oh, that's the effect, you know, rather than, oh, you get taught all this, you get all the gimmicks for all that as well, and vice versa.
Yeah. Well, Apparition is coming out soon. I will say, if you do own Apparition, even though the link in the box takes you to the Vimeo site where you can watch the full tutorial, please register it on our account, because there's, in your account should I say, because there's already a bonus video, and if you're just going to Vimeo, you're not going to see it. And
100%.
the bonus video, in my opinion, is a bit of a game changer with Apparition.
Look at that, Sandy. I met Sandy actually, and then a different name on his name badge, and it threw me off. But we did meet, and he said, look, he performed Apparition several times at gig on Saturday. Went down and stormed. Absolutely, you know, the coins are wicked. They're so visual as well. They're completely different. You know, you haven't got this thing of in certain lights you may sort of not know which is which. In any lighting, you're going to see the coins transpose, and yeah, it's absolutely fantastic.
And then we've had this from Paul. What's that?
No, that's right. I was going to get another one ready when you.
Oh, go on, you get another one ready. Will Knock 'em Dead be available soon? Knock 'em Dead is slated for release in April, so that's going to be coming out. Someone did message me earlier, I don't know if it was you, Paul, that said they had seen it on YouTube, us performing it at Blackpool.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't remember being filmed, but if you've got that link, could you message it or email it over to us?
Send
I'd
it
love
across.
to see it.
That'd be wicked. We are also, check out Tyler Lunsford's YouTube, because he done like a 50 tricks at Blackpool, and I think you can see Apparition, Mirage, maybe he's got Knock 'em Dead, I'm not sure.
Oh, I didn't see that. Was he filming you?
I don't know.
Did you perform Mirage to him?
I don't know. I can't remember. Because I saw him at Vegas as well, so it's all, I'm not sure what was what. But it's, that again is a killer effect. And this is another one, just quickly. Steve Black says, absolutely loving Bane, not surprised it's sold out. Honestly, it is so good. It's a cheat code. It's 10 minutes of stage straight out of the box. It's so good. We are looking at getting more, but again, it will take some time, because you know the effort and the attention to detail has gone into all the props if you do own a Bane. And if you do, congratulations, because that is a genius effect for you.
And we're going to have more Bane in stock in about 6 weeks, I think, maybe.
Yeah,
hopefully.
about that. Tom says, got Apparition in Blackpool, how do I register it on Alakazam? So, log into your Alakazam account, and it's actually called Redeem, okay? So click on Redeem, click on the section that says Alakazam instructions, and then type in your Redeem or registration code. If it's worked, and you've typed it in correctly, all capital letters, etc., it will say processing may take up to 5 minutes. Then just wait for a little bit, and then look in your downloads, and it'll be in there for you. All right?
Here we go. Nick LaCapo, who picked up a Knock 'em Dead Blackpool office. He performs it at the end of the Penguin Blackpool video.
Wow.
You're going to have to watch that.
I'll have to have a look, yeah.
Have a look at Nick performing it.
Lovely job,
but
Luke.
Knock 'em Dead is slated for release in April. So it should be released. I don't know if it's going to be the end of April. I think.
Oh, yeah. Had the card trick on their review.
Oh.
We'll have to have... I'm excited now to see this.
Oh, yeah, I've never seen that.
No.
And I wasn't even aware of it.
Yeah.
But we are, I think it's going to have a proper live launch. I don't usually live launch my own products, but I think it deserves a live launch.
It
Knock 'em
does.
Dead, because it's a killer. And then I'm also going to share with you a little set I've put together using Knock 'em Dead and a couple of other items, which brings you in and out of play.
Nice. We're that is something we're going to look towards, you know, because the response for Bane was so good. I think obviously Bane is not an anomaly for us, and well, it is because we don't really do that many stage routines ready to go straight out of the box. But we are going to be looking at putting acts together for you guys. So we'll be putting together like a few routines that we think link well together, and then we'll teach how to actually string them all together. So you'll get all 3 items that are shown in a routine, and you can then pick them and perform them. So yeah, we're going to look at doing that because sometimes you just need it given to you to then create the spark to go off and find stuff yourself, you know?
Yeah, 100%. Andy Chase, good news. We have ordered 100 spare cases as well. Andrew Chase got in touch with us after he received his Bane and said he wants to buy the cases as a close-up case. He said they're the perfect size to have in your car and stuff like that. So we are going to be getting those cases in. They're slightly smaller than the TCC. Andy's got a TCC and the ALAKAZAM one, and he said the ALAKAZAM one's better made. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
So hopefully we're getting more of those soon.
He said they're more sturdy. They've got a bit more firmness to them, which means when end of the gig you throw it in the back of the car, it's going to protect your stuff more. Yeah, and it's a bit smaller, so you can get your set in there, what you're taking in, and you're not taking in a big bag full of everything. You can just put in the things you're going to be using, and use everything else in the car or home.
And can I just say, after every gig, I always put everything back as I took it out, because there's nothing worse than getting there and your card's bent or your envelopes for a trick is all ripped or anything like that. So every time, not lying, I always put these back here, that back there, that back there. And if any of you are looking at, or if any of you do gigs and stuff like that, it's definitely worth just taking that extra couple of minutes just to sort it out. Because honestly, you don't want to get home and you've damaged stuff, or you go to a gig and it's all bent and just looks not nice. Yeah.
I don't get a chance to do that because I'm normally running.
Pete J said he has Knock 'em Dead 2. How is Knock 'em Dead any different? It's the same base method, but your reveal is different. In my opinion, Knock 'em Dead, the new one, the 25th anniversary edition, takes elements from the original Knock 'em Dead 2, and combines them to be, for me at the moment, the perfect version, without a shadow of a doubt. Because on Knock 'em Dead 1, there was one part of it that I wasn't 100% happy with, but I couldn't think of a way around it, and it did the job and did the job well. And then I bought out Knock 'em Dead 2, which I thought would solve my problems. Then I went back to performing Knock 'em Dead 1, and then I had this little light bulb moment. And this is what you're going to find on Knock 'em Dead, the 25th anniversary edition. If you've never seen Knock 'em Dead before, you're going to be in for a treat, even though it's my effect. And I don't like sort of praising my own effects, but Knock 'em Dead does what it says on the tin.
It does, and a lot of people said that. They were going, well, it's very well named, because that's what it does.
But more will be revealed on the live launch.
just quickly, shout out to Naman who sent in a super chat. So thank you so much, Naman. He said it'll be his first Blackpool next year. Looking forward to meet. Absolutely.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. How exciting! So we will make sure we are on top form next year.
Yeah, you're gonna love it.
Yeah,
you're gonna love it. It's like no other Magic convention on earth.
Yeah,
it's really, really good.
Thank you for the super chat as well.
So it now tells us when there's a super chat because it didn't before.
Yes. Here we go. John has come up. John, you got some great questions today, my friend. Are we going to do a Magic School type of thing where you can learn a bit of everything, sponge, cards, coins, etc.?
Yes, we are. It was something that we were planning. I believe we were planning it for last year or even the year before we started sitting there talking about it during lockdown. And it's something we did say we were going to do. There's a couple of ways that we may approach it. So we're not sure at the moment. We might do a monthly subscription and it will be like an online Magic club, and each month you're going to have a lesson that's focusing on different aspects, whether it's improving your card skills, improving your sponge balls, your cups and balls, or things like that. But it will be, we don't know whether we're just going to charge for them as separate little lessons or whether we'll do it as a monthly, $9.99 subscription, where you'll get that. And also you'll get special club meetings once a month as well, online, with interviews and competitions and things like that. So we'll keep you informed on that. And everyone that was talking about getting an ALAKAZAM t-shirt, they are now available on our site with our new ALAKAZAM logo.
Boom.
Boom, indeed.
They look wicked. I'm going to get one. I need to get loads.
Yeah. So you have the ALAKAZAM logo up here, and on the back it's got the big vintage ALAKAZAM logo.
I need to get one. That's perfect when I go to the gym. Perfect. Look at that. And can you imagine if I wore it to the gym and someone else was wearing the t-shirt? That would be insane, wouldn't it? That would be crazy.
You know what? I'm gutted, mate. Harry, I'm gutted. You just reminded me. I forgot to go to the gym this morning. That's like 10 years in a row now.
Okay, straight.
10 years in a row. Unbelievable.
A few other things coming in actually, and then we're gonna drop a trailer. But Steve Black said the Luca Volpe Academy was brilliant. It really was brilliant. One of my favourite academies.
That was insane. That was so good.
Yeah.
Every single routine was phenomenal. If any of you want to get into mentalism, that was the academy I'd probably recommend, to be honest with you.
Yeah, 100%.
It was all simple, commercial, workable, strong, packed small, play massive routines.
And a few people were saying, Chris James said, AlakazamMagicUK hoodie, we are looking into those. Drew Perry said a pin badge. Drew, we're really after a pin badge, and I know you're the man that can most probably source them, so we need to talk. What else we got going on?
Clifford. Finally, I can get an AlakazamMagicUK t-shirt in 5XL. Perfect. Clifford. Oh my God. He's a legend, isn't he?
Yeah.
Wow. He's a legend. When he comes in, he is tall.
No matter where you stood.
He is tall.
No matter where you stood next to him.
He is tall.
The thing was, we did actually film. I think it might have been Knock 'em Dead or something. We tried to film a trailer with me performing on Clifford. And when I went to edit it, I said, we can't have that. I look like I'm literally kneeling down.
He looks like a little 9-year-old. You look like a little kid.
I'm like this.
Yeah. That's so funny. That's so funny.
Right, let's play a little trailer.
Oh, John said hidden magic revelations. I did say that to AD about having that in there.
Did you?
Yeah, but I don't know whether.
Look, maybe it is.
I don't think it is because I did tell him, but maybe he didn't listen.
Oh, we'll have a look.
Lovely. Right. Yeah, go on. What were you going to say?
We're going to play a trailer. Don't know which one because they're
Magicians
all
in the gym,
black, as you can see.
Yes. They are.
So.
What one do you want to go for?
I don't know. I'm just going to hit one. Let's have a little look at a trailer now.
What's the first one?
Okay, well, the first one's a teaser.
So you do know what they are?
No, the first one I know, 'cause that's been on there for the last 3 weeks. So here we go, this one. Don't know what this one is.
That is bizarre.
No way, you're joking.
You're joking.
Oh my God, Yoda.
Oh my life.
If you like easy to do, hard hitting visual magic, you're going to love Star Drawers. The spectator has a free choice of one of 6 different coloured crayons. That crayon then magically transforms into what they're thinking of. You don't need to be a Master Jedi, but you do need a basic understanding of how to use the Force. Created by Jamie Williams with some extra tips and performance routines from me, it plays brilliantly for young and old. Super simple, super powerful. Star Drawers is something that you can pick up and put straight into your repertoire.
Oh, hello, hello.
Right, guys, I just think I've done the microphone correctly, so let me know if you can hear Dad. If
Can
not,
you
I've
hear
done
us,
something
Wayne?
wrong. You're very
I can hear
dull
you.
over there as well, Dad. Quickly, sorry.
One of my lights ain't on.
Oh, there you are then.
What's going on there
What's
then?
going on? What's the question for the
Why,
chat
why,
this
why,
week?
why have you been relegated to the table?
Harry didn't want me sitting next to him anymore.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if I remember rightly, before the camera started rolling, Harry was supposed to be at that table and you were at the top table.
Yeah,
And
he
now
said he
he
didn't want to
muscled
sit
his
here.
way in there. He muscled his way in there, and now he's kicked you out. What's going on?
Yeah, I was going to demonstrate for you. I had the pleasure of interviewing Mr. Dan Harlan yesterday to talk
Nice.
about one of my favourite tricks of all time, cartoon. A new version have just come out, so this will be featured on the deep dive. Not this weekend, because this weekend we've got Jamie Williams talking about Star Drawers and talking a bit about him. And then the following week we've got Dan Harlan talking about his creations, talking about cartoon, and also talking about future projects he's got going as well. So that was a really interesting one. So if you haven't done so, pop on our YouTube channel at some point and have a look at the deep dives where I interview creators about their products.
Yeah, nice. Also, just quickly, was I blue, Mike? I need to turn that one back on.
You're the first one.
Yeah,
You.
I thought so. I didn't know whether I was on that mic or not. No problem. No, we did not get the large cartoon, and there is none of them at the moment. They've got a bigger version of cartoon.
Yeah, I don't know what the handling will be like though.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I'll have to check. Oh, I will also say, as far as I am aware, I'm the only person that has created a handling for cartoon where you do not need to remove the card. Now, I never perform that version. I have done a few times to magicians only, never to lay people. But if you purchase cartoon from us, you do also learn the additional handling where you don't have to remove a card. Whether it's needed or not, I don't know, but if you want to freak your magician friends out who, you know, will go, oh, I know that's done, that will throw them right off. But if you're doing it to lay people, I think the standard way is the best.
So why are you down that end of the table?
I just didn't want to sit next to you anymore.
Do you know what? Yeah, he's been a bit like this lately, and I'm not liking it. A little bit rude.
I've got cartoon. I was going to do it.
Oh, go on then.
Shall I do it? I'm hoping it will pick up on camera.
Well, shall I put you up full screen?
I'm very cold as well. I'm sitting right here next to the open door.
Shall I put you on full screen or not?
No, let's see if we can do it. I'm going to shut the door.
What's he like, honestly? Guys, so many people are talking about Apparition, how excited they are. Literally, big AlakazamM fans. When will the new Apparition coin set be out? Can't wait about Apparition. And Coco says, oh man, what if I got it and want to learn your version? Well, send us an email, but that is why you have to grab it from AlakazamM, because we always will add, if we come up with something different, a different handling, we will always add it to your account free of charge, okay? You don't get that anywhere else, okay? So, yeah.
We'll give this a go. My hands are very cold. Let's see if we can see it. So, for those of you that don't know cartoon, I first purchased my set maybe 25 to 30 years ago from Davenport's. I've still got my original set. It was Cartoon 2, and they're on bicycle backs. Ooh. And I showed Dan Harlan, and I said, I've shown my deck to a lot of people because my deck is stripped. For what reason, I don't know. And when I showed it to Dan, I said, oh, did these all come stripped? And he said, no, it was a mistake in the first run. They done them on stripper decks.
You got a special edition then?
Yeah, and I very rarely use my version, like that bicycle version, because they're part of my sort of collection that I just want to keep. But I love this effect. A few years ago as well, we were doing Christmas fairs. AlakazamM, we got a little stand at the Christmas fair, and I was obviously pitching the Svengalis, mental photography, stripper decks. But the other one I took with me was Cartoon 2. And I loved it because I could get a big audience around me and talk about my little assistant and everything else. So we'll try this out for you. Who should we do it on?
Why don't you go full screen, because then people can see it. But
then I'll do it on Harry, so I won't be able to hear you, Wayne. Okay.
All right. Boom.
So, Harry,
yep,
we're going to show you a magic trick. Now, all good magicians need an assistant. Now, I've got an assistant. He's right here. I don't know if you can see him.
Yeah.
Just standing right there. And he assists me on all my magic with all my tricks. Okay? Now, the assistant is actually on the back of every card, but he's slightly different on every card, which really creates this sort of flick book type animation. I don't reckon you're going to get this. Yeah, you are getting that, aren't you?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, so he's going to help me out with this trick, but before we do anything, you need to name a playing card for me, and it can be any card in the pack.
Can I go, please, for the 4 of diamonds, please?
4 of diamonds, good choice. You don't want the 3?
No,
don't want the 5?
No.
Don't want the 6?
No.
You want the 4?
Yes, correct.
Ah. Okay, so the 4 of diamonds right here. So our little friend, my little friend here, is going to try and find your card.
Right.
I'm not sure if you can see. Can you zoom in a little bit?
Yeah, give me one. Do you know what? Give me one little second, and I'll do just that. Hang on.
And down. There we go. So you can see my little man there with his little top hat on.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what's going to happen? As most magicians, he's going to take his hat off, he's going to reach in.
Yeah, I see him.
Yeah, and he's going to pull out one thing. Do you know what he's going to pull out?
My card.
No, he's going to pull out a rabbit.
Oh, show me card. Oh, yeah.
A little rabbit. But the thing is, he'll shake the rabbit.
What?
The rabbit will turn into a card, but not any card, Harry. The card he picks happens to be... Is that it? There it is. The 4
look at that.
Of diamonds. Sorry, I was trying to do that really cack-handed.
That was
but
good,
that
though.
is any card, any named card, and that will work with.
Nice. That is killer. And I'll tell you what's good about that is the fact that the card on there is so much bigger than before, so it's so easy to see now.
Yeah, it really is. And there was a couple of little touches that I never even noticed on the first one, but when I was speaking to Dan, and you'll see it in the interview, he talks about little changes he made to the animation as well. And I actually like the fact that you pull out a rabbit and he shakes it and it turns into the card, because you've got that lovely moment there when you're performing to lay people that you can go and guess what he pulls out of the hat. And if they go, my card, you'll go, no, a rabbit.
Yeah.
And if they say a rabbit, you'll go, yeah, a rabbit, but not any rabbit. This rabbit will turn into a card. So, you can ask that question. You can go both ways with it. I think it's such a lovely effect, and it's £17. And I'll be 100% honest with you. If you're a pro working magician and you take that out and perform it to lay people at a gig, I can guarantee you it will get you the same reaction as doing some heavy sort of sleight of hand.
Yeah, it will. It's so the effect is simple to follow. It's magical. It looks really cool. Any named card, it's brilliant.
And the one I used to perform was the cartoon 2 with a cannon, but I would do the same with this. If we're at the tables, before I get him to reach into his hat or take his hat off, and I say, look, to get him in the mood, you've got to give him a big drum roll, this is the best trick. And then everyone's doing this on the table,
Yeah.
So now everyone on the other table's looking round and everything else. And remember, if he finds your card, give him the biggest cheer you've ever given anyone. Boom, the 4 of diamonds, and everyone goes mad, It plays so big for a little card trick. In fact, Jamie Raven got through Britain's Got Talent on that.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's honestly, it's brilliant. It's such a good effect.
It is. You're very quiet, Wayne.
Am I?
Well, you answered me. Hang on, my volume may be down. Any questions coming in, Harry?
Not yet. Couple people just saying it's a wicked effect. It's so good. Some people said, how do they get your cartoon handling?
I am gonna, if you purchase Cartoon Remastered from us, you'll get the handling automatically in your account. I am gonna make my handling available, but I don't really know how to do it, because obviously we only want it to go to people that own the effect. If they bought it from us, it should be in their account anyway, whatever version they bought, because it's been up for quite a few years, my other handling of it. So yeah, if you've got it and you want my bonus video, just let us know and we'll try and sort out a way to get it to you.
Sweet. What's the reset like, Darren says?
The reset is very, very quick, maybe about 5 seconds.
Yeah. Honestly, it's so good. It's so good. John says, do you get the routine he used on Fool Us?
No, that's a completely different deck.
What's the card stock like?
The card stock's great, really good.
It's such a good trick, isn't it?
They don't feel any different really to bikes.
They do look good. It's such a, honestly, the routine is just killer. If you have that is perfect for, and just as well, it is a small touch, but the fact the card is bigger does really help, because now it's so clear, bold to see what the card is. It's fantastic.
And the other thing as well is,
look.
Dan goes into, he talks about this for a bit, how he always wanted to have the card turn round properly, which he was never able to do until this one. So
yeah. It's so good.
You get all that for less than 20 quid. That's amazing.
I can't believe the price.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Great. Really, really good.
Lovely. So guys, if you have got any questions about anything, let us know. If not, we will move on to the next thing.
Okay, well, shall we drop another trailer?
Yes.
So it will be
number 3.
Number 3.
Okie cokes. Right, I know what this one is, I believe, and this looks fantastic. So we will drop the trailer for it now.
$50, $49, $48. 3 of spades. Hey Siri, now we're gonna see 50. Let's see. Here we go. Let's see. There it is! Oh my god. Box is the perfect tool for anyone who wants to perform one of the cleanest any card at any number where you do absolutely nothing. Hey Siri, name any playing card.
Okay, it's the Jack of Clubs.
Okay, remember that. The Jack of Clubs. You want to cut again or you want to leave it there?
I'll cut again.
Okay, go. Now remember this moment. You cut again. You could have left it there. Hey Siri, tell me any number from 1 to 52.
The answer is 50.
50. So now that's 52. Move it over. Let's see 51. Now we're going to see 50. Let's see. Let's see. There it is!
Oh my god.
You guys shuffle the cards, you chose the order, we didn't touch anything. I know what you're thinking, that this is just an app. But what if I told you that there is no app, there's no recordings, and this really is just using the real Siri? Count 3, 1, 2, take a look. The third card, yeah. 7. With just your iPhone and a deck of cards, you can create miracles.
That was rigged. That was rigged.
Multiple variations and methods are taught. The spectator can even freely name any playing card they want. Would you name any playing card? Any card at all that you want?
3 of spades.
The 3 of spades. Did I touch the cards?
No, I did.
Hey Siri, say any number from 1 to 52.
The answer is 48.
50, 49. She said 48. 48. 3 of spades. This is the easiest and cleanest any card at any number.
Flip the deck over. 1, 2. Ooh.
And then what was the card?
2 of hearts.
This is Box by David Jonathan.
That looks so cool.
It looks wicked, doesn't it?
So cool.
Looks
so
well
they
good.
should be in, I believe, this week. We were expecting a delivery yesterday, but unfortunately got caught up in customs. So anyone that's waiting for stuff from the warehouse, it may be another day or so. So guys, have you got any questions? Send them in to us here while we still have time.
Andy says, ordered it and my own AlakazamFam t-shirt. Look at that.
Nice.
It's so good, honestly. As well, guys, when you get it, do tag us in photos of you in your t-shirts. We'd love to upload them. It would be phenomenal. Also, yes, some people have said, what if you've got Android? Then I don't think you can perform the
this
effects.
is for Siri, I think.
It is, I'll tell you what, in terms of magic, it is worth getting an iPhone. I'm not even lying, because there are some great apps which are only on iOS. And we had a customer in the other day who has got an iPhone just for some of the apps that you can get on there. And it is worth it, you know, I mean...
Well, you can pick an iPhone up now quite cheap. You know, you can grab a second-hand.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be the top of the range, best
No.
one. Alan Weston has just joined us. Hello, Alan. Yeah, Coco says time to get an iPhone. Lol. Absolutely. Right, shall we talk about make some Alakazam decor props? Never know. Shall we quickly talk about this before another trailer?
Oh,
Just how good it is.
yes.
This is so good. Now, I've been waiting for these for so long because we did do a pre-order on them and then finally they came in and literally I unwrapped it and I was so happy with what it was because I knew what it was, but obviously knowing one thing and actually seeing it and getting your hands on it can sometimes be a different feeling, or doesn't live up to your expectation, but this surpasses it. It's so good. I was really happy. The quality of the props you get inside are awesome. It's simple to do. I've flicked through the instructions, but I can see that Chris has gone into so much detail on loads of different stuff on there in terms of even like clips to use, if you want to have it on a lanyard or anything like that. But honestly, hide a key is killer. If we get so many phone calls, I want something that's a bit organic that I can perform to my mates down the pub, and I would always recommend Confusing Coins, Exact Change. I would always recommend those two, maybe a couple of others, but those two mainly. Obviously like Coin Uniques and stuff like that. But now this is going to be another one that I just recommend every time. It's so good. It's no sleight of hand is needed. It fits on your keys. And the one thing I will say is everyday carry, I understand the terminology, but I feel like with some everyday carry items, you have to make the conscious decision to take that item with you. And even though it is an everyday carry, you still have to think, okay, I'm going to bring that with me. Whereas this isn't. This literally goes on your keys, and wherever your keys go, this will come with you. So yeah, it's brilliant.
Yeah, it is great. It's a great idea. Chris has put a lot of thought into it, as you said. You did a video on it recently on our socials, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. And honestly, it's good. You know, you can really sort of do anything you want with it. You can do it under watch or anything like that. But to be fair, I find something strong that happens is when it just jumps back in your pocket. And that, again, is so easy. So you just literally show 3 keys. You can see them all there. And again, this is good because it's any keychain, any key ring, anything like that. You dangle them down, they can still see 3. As soon as you want to, you literally stop. And now, of course, there's just 2. And look, you can really check it out. Look, there is just 2 there. And they're so thin. Look how... It's just amazing. You know what I mean? There is only 2 keys. This isn't involved. You're just left with 2 keys. And now the other key can be in my pocket or whatever you want. So you get supplied with everything you need to perform the effect. It's so good. It's so good.
Lovely.
The thing is, I mean, even if you were to say, how many keys on my key ring? And when they say 3, you say 3, and you go, oh no, hang on, this one's my locker key. That's usually round my neck. Yeah. And now you shake it, do this, and it vanishes, and you've got like a little string round your neck with that missing key on it. Mm-hmm. Just such a lovely bit, and it will totally appear impromptu. Anything that you do with keys or coins or notes, they appear impromptu, and they're those type of things. That's why in my pocket all the time, it's still in there now. I say this all the time, is Confusing Coins, coins across. And the reason I have them in there is because if ever I'm going to do something, if ever I'm out about and someone asks me to do something, even though I may have a pack of cards on me, my first gambit would not be going for the pack of cards. I would go, oh, hang on. I'll show you something with 2 coins. Mm-hmm. And now you can show them magic that appears to be on the spot with an everyday object. And it's the same with the keys.
And that does feel stronger, you know. I do think stuff like this or... coin tricks, I don't know why. For me personally, I always just think they are the strongest you can get, really, because they do just look natural, and it's like you can't manipulate normal objects. I think people understand you can do card tricks. You know, their uncle has shown them like a card trick or something, and then they just assume they've seen them all. Whereas with a coin trick, it's really in front of their eyes. You know, it's fantastic.
But it's like I said, if you're out and about, my first gambit would be something like Confusing Coins. Then I don't mind bringing the cards out, because in their mind it is going to be, well, he just had a couple of coins and he did something, and then he showed me these amazing card tricks. Yeah, you know, straight away that's going to elevate you, because they're going to think they're just regular coins. Good news actually for anyone that's been waiting for a Confusing Coins. Hopefully in the next few weeks we're going to have them back in stock. We haven't had them for a while, but hopefully they're coming back in. Yeah,
100%. It's wicked. And gone.
I was going to say something else as well. Is if you do something with coins, even if it's something like the Mirage or the Confusing Coins or Hide a Key that requires no sleight of hand, you will be credited with being a master of sleight of hand. People will go, wow, that's amazing. You know, this guy, what he could do with the coin was amazing. Proper sleight, you know, and even though there isn't any, you know, it elevates you to being a super, you know, dexterous person, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, totally agree. And like I said, I mean, hide a key uses no sleight of hand whatsoever. You can, if you want to, you can put it under people's watches, in their bag, in their wallet. It's honestly, it's just a wicked effect, you know, and it's one that ticks so many boxes, that looks impromptu, takes up no pocket space. I mean, that is it there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
my keys.
great.
So yeah, definitely check out hide a key.
And we do have them in stock at the moment.
stock, yeah.
There's another trailer you got there, Harry, as well. Now,
Yeah.
I haven't seen this in the flesh, but I did watch the tutorial for this. The envelope one. Have you got it there?
Oh, okay, yeah.
We're going to play this. This looks awesome.
I haven't even seen it myself.
Have a look at the trailer and then we'll chat about it.
Okay. All right, let's go. That is very good.
Very clever method.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah, very clever. So I think the release date for those is next week. They're on our website now. I watched the tutorial because I was intrigued. I had no idea by watching the trailer what was going on. To the point that I was questioning whether it was true or not. And then I watched the instructions, and the method is very clever, very, very simple. Literally, they put the card in face down, you close the envelope up, and at that point you've got your peak, and it's a full peak as well.
Wow.
Yeah, it's very good. Very good. And you can't see through the envelopes. They are opaque.
That's clever. That is clever. So guys, we was, again, you know, what I would recommend is if you do get any mentalism type tricks, whether it be you want to get this Decipher, which is that envelope one you just saw, or another mentalism piece, then definitely check out things like the Luca Volpe Academy, because you don't just learn the routines on there, but you learn the staging, and you learn the timing, and you learn how to reveal things, how to sort of make it play bigger, play better, be more impactful. So you, with the Academy, you do get a lot more than just the routines, you know. So if you do want to expand on a certain genre of magic, watch people that are at the top of their game, because you get so many tips by just watching them perform, more than you'll get from just buying the trick, for sure.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. And if you haven't done so already as well, just I'll point up there just above Harry, there's our Facebook counter. We're trying to get to 100,000 before Harry's birthday. I don't think we'll make it.
I don't think so.
But with your help,
Can't
we may do.
Don't be a don't be a doobie. Of course we can make it. Everyone clicks it.
That's a lot. What is that? That's 13,500 we've got to get. That's going to be a lot. But we've got a new counter ready to take that one's place.
Yes, because once we hit 100k, it's going to look not like a lot, is it?
So pop over to our Facebook page, or if you're on it already, if you haven't hit that follow or subscribe or whatever the button is, if you do that for us, you'll see that little thing start spinning around, not Harry, the counter. There you go, just like that.
Oh, lovely.
And it will add you on there.
John says, I think it comes with a few, so do you need to buy refills? It'll just be one of the things where once the envelope gets tatty and...
From the look of it, I mean, I'm not 100% sure, but from the look of that envelope, I would say it's most probably Tyvek, but I might be wrong. It looked more...
like matte,
the Tyvek material. But I might be wrong, but you get 3 envelopes in there anyway, and I will say that the Peak is fantastic. Obviously, as a product, depending what routine you want to do with it, it will have its drawbacks. It's not going to be one of those things where you can hand them the wallet, hand them the envelope to hold on to and everything. You seal it in there, you put it away in your pocket, and you're done, and now you can read their mind. But if you're doing anything like a Bob Cassidy routine where you hand them the envelope, you're not going to do that with this. Right. So just bear that in mind. But as a Peak device, it's perfect. It's really good. Really good.
Redvers says, is it one of each colour? No, I think it's 3 of whatever colour you select.
Yeah.
So whether you choose the red, the black, or I don't know if that was white. Was it white?
I think it was like the
cream or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. But yeah, you get. Drew says, is Roy making the new confusing coin sets? He is not.
No, he's not. Roy is fantastic. Roy.
Yeah.
Roy's fantastic. He's currently working on all our apparitions, mirages, and something else.
Yes.
Which is
you knew you went there, didn't you?
I almost said it. Something else that's due for release at the end of August. Or if you're going to Magic Live, fingers crossed, we will pre-launch it there.
That's so exciting.
Yeah. So So Roy's not making them actually. They're being made by Tango, who made the fantastic three-way coin unique. We had them in. Harry done one video. They sold out in 10 minutes. They were so good. So we're getting those back in. So we're getting we've actually got the exclusive rights of Tango for all British or all sterling gaps. So we will not make them for anyone else.
Yeah. And I used the confusing coins the other day. I done one demo in the shop with it. We sold both of the copies we had, and the quality was great. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting them in, because again, that is one that's just, we haven't had a good supply. Not a good supply. We haven't had a big supply of coin effects for so long, and I know once we get them in, it's going to open up so many more doors for you guys that have maybe joined us recently or have sort of been in and out of Magic and haven't seen some of the stuff, because literally we used to get in batches of like 12 or 6 and they would fly out within 5 minutes. So yeah, we're looking forward to this for sure.
Yeah, and I just want to point out as well, anyone there, if you see something on our site that we're out of stock of, that you think, oh, I really wanted to grab one of those, use that remind me or notify me box. Because what happens, and it's all automatic, the moment we put new stock into the system will shoot you an email and say, look, this item that you're after is back. And if it's a popular item, you need to be on that list, because by the time you ring us, they're sold if we've only got small quantities.
It happened with Mr. Danger the other day. Yeah. We put up... we put stock in because we had more stock come in, and literally they went out within seconds, and we had people, minutes, and we had people literally ringing up going, I've just got an email through here. No, you need to literally be on it, because we can see how many people are waiting, and it's, some of them is insane how many people are waiting for a product.
Yeah. Even with Bane, to be fair, go and put if you're interested in a Bane, they sold out in 3 days? Yeah. 4 days? We sold out of Baines. And we're getting 100 in, and I believe there's sort of 15, 20 people already on that notify me list.
Yeah.
Just to add to that as well.
Sorry?
Just to add to that, you will get emailed before the official email goes out.
Yeah.
So you'll get, there will be, like with Mr. Danger, you'll send an email out saying we've got more in stock, but if you're on the notify me list, you will be emailed before that email goes out. You'll get notified by the system straight away.
And that's what happened. We were planning on sending out a sales email, just say, because we only managed to pick up a few, and we were going to send out an email, but by the time we got round to it, everyone that was on that notify me one had been notified and purchased it.
And guys, a really good place to be is our app. So head on to the App Store or the iOS Store, whatever that one's called, Play Store, and head on. If you've got iPhone or Android, download our app, basically, the AlakazamMagicUK app. We send out push notifications for the same thing. So if we have a product come in, then we send it to them guys, sometimes first, normally first, to be fair, before anyone else. And again, they get snapped up on there. Kolsky quickly just says, love Hider Key, it's fantastic. It is so good. And also, Walter has just said, is there any way to pre-order Apparition? Nick?
Yeah, I mean, if we don't really like doing pre-orders on things that you don't know what they are.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. But if you desperately want to pre-order one, ring Harry in the shop or Andy after this, and we could make sure there's one set aside for you. So yeah, if you're desperate to pre-order one and make sure you've got one secured, then by all means ring the shop and we can do that for you, and it will be sent to you when they're released, which I'm hoping will be in about 2 or 3 weeks. But yeah, if you want one, give the shop a call and we'll gladly put one aside.
Definitely. Are questions on Facebook being viewed at your end? Yes, Alex, they are. I'm answering questions on here. Also, we've got another trailer on here.
Well, play number 1 first.
Okay. Right, I'll play number 1.
Oh.
If you're wondering where the Chinese coin is, that's still underneath the box. There you go, that's it. Okay, no. Hey, my name's Craig Pepe, and let me tell you something. In the summer of 2022, I bought out with AlakazamMagicUK the Mirage coin set Extreme. It quickly became one of the most popular coin sets of all time. Coin workers and non-coin workers all over the world have started using the Mirage coin set in their working repertoire, and many people have said that the Mirage coin set has actually started getting them to perform coin magic, which they never did before. Well, I've had so many requests to bring out other coin sets, and that's the plan. As part of the Mirage range here at AlakazamMagicUK, I am super excited to bring to you the Apparition coin set.
Nice.
So there's Apparition is coming soon.
It is indeed. Again, we had so much fun demming that. It was killer. John says, any jumbo coin routines? Like, do you recommend any jumbo coin routines?
The one to speak to for that will be Andy. He does a few. Oh, there we go. Beautiful.
What?
Oh.
Beautiful. Gary Kurtz had a brilliant one called, was it Flurious?
Yes,
with a
it
jumbo
was.
coin. Really, really good. I think that's the one that Andy does, and it's great. Really good.
Can I just say one thing? Probably
Yes.
a bit controversial, actually.
Oh.
I don't understand, and I like the routine, but I've never understood sky hooks hooking a coin. I've never understood how you can hang a coin on a sky hook.
Well, it's it's not. It's the premise for banishing them, isn't it?
Yeah, but I would say a sky basket or something. That's one that's that was very good one. That's one that's just got in my head. I can never really, when someone always says a sky hook, I
never liked sky hooks.
I can just imagine you trying to like balance it falling off a hook, or do you know what I mean? I don't know why, it just annoys me. But it's wicked.
3 or 4 minutes looking for an invisible coin. Like, but I'll be back.
Also, another thing what I will say is, Dad, how good is Michael Vincent's slot machine routine?
Yeah, that's one of my favourite coin routines ever. Have you ever seen it, Wayne?
I don't think so.
It's not Vincent's routine. I think it may be Hobson's or someone's, but or actually, is it? It's definitely not Michael's, but it's one of his signature pieces. So he talks about going to Las Vegas, and he says, you know, I wasn't having a lot of luck. He said, but on my way out, I passed a big one-armed bandit. He said, and I had 3 coins left. He said, so I took one of the coins, put it into the machine, and now he gets his wand and puts in his hand with a coin. He says, I pulled the arm, and they come up cherry, lemon, orange, and I lost. Right, so he opens his hand and that coin's gone. He says, I took my second coin, put it in, puts it into his hand, puts the magic wand in, pulls it, and he goes, cherry, cherry, lemon, lost again. He said it was just 1 coin left. I put it in, pulled the handle, and then it came cherry, cherry, cherry. And that's when, and he opens his hand and all these coins just fall out.
But it seems like, it feels like he's got a tube going up his arm with all coins. It looks like so many come out. It is brilliant.
But the whole routine is just beautiful. The whole routine, the whole choreography with it. If you get a spare minute, or anyone that's got a spare minute after this, go onto YouTube and type in Michael Vincent Magic Castle, because he opened one of his Magic Castle sets with that, and it's a beautifully choreographed routine.
If you type in Michael Vincent, slot machine, the first one is Michael Vincent live at a Magic Castle, 175,000 views. Wow.
Wow.
And let's have a look. Is it that one? I'll tell you what he might do on here though as well. He might do his coins through table, and that is unbelievable as well. I'm having a look on here. He might do it. It's worth having a look. But that routine is sublime, next level.
Yeah. Just everything about it, just the whole structure of the routine, and just the look of it, just the visuals of it. You know, putting the wand in your hand and everything else. It's just a beautiful routine to watch, especially when in the hands of Michael Vincent, you know, who is without doubt one of the best magicians in the world.
He's so good, and he's a gooner, so
there you go.
An Arsenal fan, what a legend. Yeah, he's brilliant. And again, at Leo's Day was the first time I saw him actually perform to lay people, and he is just exceptional, isn't he?
He was the you know, obviously you know Chris Harding. For anyone that knows Chris Harding, that used to work for me for many, many years since he was a kid, right up until his 20s, who's once again a phenomenal magician. But Michael Vincent was the magician at Chris's wedding. So he was performing around the tables and everything.
He's so good.
Yeah,
so good.
Really, really good. Really good.
Right, we are over time.
Have we got one more trailer?
We have, yes. So
drop it now, and then we'll come back and say our goodbyes.
Okie schmokes.
Hi, I'm Gary James, and this is a new kind of Z Fold wallet. This is the Z Fold multi-wallet. It comes with several routines with sign card to wallet, no PAM card to wallet. The wallet doesn't use any magnets and no shims. Also built into the Z Fold multi-wallet is the tunnel system. Whatever you put in this section here, when you close, you can reach into the other section and produce it from the back of the wallet. So far, so what, I hear you say. I've left the best till last, because in my multi Z Fold wallet, I have built in a holdout section, or what I like to call my pit stop. The wallet can be freely handled, left on the table, in your hand, even in the spectator's hand, and at a moment's notice, whenever you want, it can deliver a card to their hand or deliver a card to the table at any time you want. It can even be done from here on their beer glass. They could be holding their drink, you can lay it on here like so. Very cheeky, but I do it quite a lot. And under your control, of course, once again, their card appears, and when they turn it over, it's their signed card. If you can deal cards from one hand to another, you can steal cards and add cards with the pit stop. It's just as quick as this. You can take cards from the back, and again, you can dislodge them onto the table one at a time if you like. So you can hand the deck out to get shuffled. When you take it back, just by pointing here, you can add cards to the top of the deck. 10, Jack, Queen, King, Ace. That's not a bad hand. You could show the wallet empty, leave it on top of the spectator's hands, get them to place a hand on top, do your moves on the card, and when they lift their hand up here like so, you can show that the card is now inside the wallet, not just any card, but their signed card. Again, it can be put back on top of the spectator's hand. You can lose the card into the deck one more time, show it's vanished, completely vanished, and you can go back to the wallet here, and there's one card back in the wallet here, not just any card, but their signed card. So the wallet comes with some of my favourite close-up and stand-up routines. They're all on the instructions, ready for you to go out and perform the Z Fold multi-wallet.
Lovely.
That is great. We've had a lot of emails about Z Fold wallets and where to get good ones. Especially when I did the HDSP, I did a really nice routine on there with a Z Fold wallet. Now these ones from Pro Show are great. We've got some in stock now, and they're the perfect size as well. They're the size that will hold a bicycle card nicely without being too big or too small, so you don't have to fold it to get it in there. It will hold it lovely. So they're in now. I think they've just gone on the site, so they should be on the front page when you go in there.
Nice. Lovely.
So any questions before we close up? Because me and Harry are rushing off to a meeting at some point.
Darren says, a while back Steve has suggested there's a new version of Pull Your Hair Out in the pipeline. Any update?
No, not yet, but there is a new version. Steve-O, bless him, has been working very hard.
Yeah. Definitely. But that is the only question on there. So
okie dokes. So we will say goodbye, but before we do, please remember, if you're watching us on YouTube, please like and subscribe, or subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit the notification bell. That will notify you every time a video goes live or we go live on our YouTube channel. If you're watching us on Facebook, please hit the follow or subscribe button, and once again turn on the notifications so you will be notified when we have the live launches or our live show every week. And and we'll add some more numbers to that counter.
Absolutely.
I've got a new one here that needs to go up at some point, or Jenny will kill me. So let's get that done. And Wayne, thank you very much for joining us. You are down in a couple of weeks, aren't you?
I am not. So I'm in Edinburgh on the first. I'm in Edinburgh in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah.
I think the 21st or 20th. Let me have a quick look. Yeah, I'm in Edinburgh on the 20th for a dealer den. So if you're near Edinburgh Magic Club, I will be there in the evening doing a dealer den. I was at Ipswich last night. And I'm at Edinburgh on the 20th. Come back on the 21st. So I'll join in the live in 2 weeks, but I will be probably dialing in either from the airport or or Tricky Ricky's house. and then on the Wednesday I'm down, the 22nd. That's
Nice.
2 weeks' time.
Nice.
Can't wait.
Looking forward to it.
Exciting.
That should be a busy few days. We got a lot of new projects being filmed that week, and that may be the week for the live launch of Apparition.
Oh.
Boom, bada, bing, bong.
So keep your eyes out on our emails and our socials and everything else for details of the live launches. So, guys, just leaves me to say a big thank you to Wayne Goodman for being our great co-host. Obviously the boy wonder as well, Harry Nardi. And thank you to you guys as well for tuning in every Tuesday to join us on the Alakazam Live. Remember, get your questions ready for next week as well. We like questions.
We do. We love them. We love them.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I might even have a new trick to show you next week.
Oh, yes, you have. You got a couple of new tricks to show us.
Got a couple, and I've got the boxes have just arrived for one that I know some people are waiting for. So I've made them up, and they'll be happening very, very soon. And I've got this little beauty to show you, but I'm going to do it when I come down. That's what I did for you before we started, Harry.
Yeah, nice.
Do you still need more practice?
I do. I'm practicing it. It's a skill. It's a skill.
It's a true skill. It's a true skill. But all will be revealed.
Hold on, just going again.
Oh, Wayne.
Jeez Louise.
When my phone rings, it turns my thing off here. Because it's a Mac, it turns everything off. It's a pain. Anyway.
Right. So we're going to go. So, guys, thank you so much for watching us. We haven't got another live this week. There's no academies. We have got one coming up in April. We'll let you know about that. It should go up for sale the end of this week or early next week.
Yes.
But if you haven't done so already, grab yourself the Luca Volpe course. It was one of my favourites. Good, solid, commercial, easy to do, and direct mentalism. What's not to love?
Exactly.
Really
It's brilliant.
So, guys, thank you very much. We'll catch you next week on the Alakazam Live.